and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, Jon Jordan. So doing a video about EOS Knights. I've not done a video about EOS Knights actually for a couple of months. So when I first started playing it, I did quite a lot of videos, partly about how I didn't like the user experience. But I have kept playing it. I don't quite know why. We'll go into that a little bit in this video. Just very quickly, EOS Knights is a mobile game. It's an idle game, so you can see here basically whenever you come back to the game, you get this experience where it says basically the nasty orcs have killed your three characters and you have to do a rebirth. So this is how it works. It works on the EOS blockchain, so everything you do requires you to sign through your wallet. So it's not using any currency to do that. It's just that's how the EOS blockchain works. Basically, you have to stake some EOS in order to get access to the blockchain. So when your characters are reborn, you get some of this reward stuff. So you get magic water, which is the in-game soft currency. Then you get these items which you use to craft other things. So you can see here, this is what my materials that I've collected are. The ones in yellow with the yellow outline are rare ones. The ones with the silver outline are not rare ones. So we can see what I can craft. So we can see here, these are things like different armors, and so basically every character has a weapon, has an armor, and has another accessory. Let's have a quick look at that. So let's go to battle. So we can see how the game works. Not very interesting at all. We can see at the top of the screen there are my three characters. You have to buy each of those characters. So you have the Eric the Knight, you have Aurea the Archer, and Scarlet the Mage. We can see at the bottom they have their three different gear. They also have these kind of skills, so you have a skill point, you can level up these skills. Nothing particularly exciting going on there in terms of it being an idle game, and even it being a blockchain game is kind of quite a surprising thing in the sense that most blockchain games are based around NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which are normally characters. In this case, it's not the case, so the characters are not fungible tokens at all. You're stuck with these three characters. You can't go in and buy other characters. The things you have, what you can do is you have the items. So these are the items that are attached to my characters. And you can see here, probably can't see, but this one here is for sale. So this battle bow, I am attempting to sell it on the marketplace for 0.01 EOS. So EOS is now over $5. So that's basically five US cents. And the other thing on the marketplace is you have this material. So as we looked at before, all this kind of stuff can be on the block. You can sell this as well on the marketplace. So go to the market and we can see here there's quite a lot of this stuff. So 110 of these. So the interesting thing about most idle games is you basically just come back once in a while and see what's going on, and then do some kind of metagame leveling up and that kind of stuff. The really odd thing I've learned through playing EOS Knights, and I say I don't know why I play it so much, is it doesn't actually work as an idle game in the sense you can't grind. So the whole point of any kind of game like this is you grind out and you get better kind of items, and then you get better material, you create better items. Your knights can go for longer, go to different levels. So we can see here, you can't see the top. I'm on floor 7. Basically, my knights can probably get about floor 80 before they die. And so you basically have this kind of grinding loop that you get better material, you get more material, you make better items, you add them to your characters, they get further into the game, you get better stuff. There's also, no, I won't go into that actually. So that's kind of how these things work. What actually happens in this game is you never get good enough material to actually be able to create this stuff without going to the marketplace. This is something I've learned. So if I look here at Eric the Knight, and look at his weapons and his armor and his accessory, actually the accessory is the one thing here that I have actually created myself. All the weapon and the armor I bought. Same thing for the archer, all that stuff I bought, apart from the accessory. And for the mage, all that stuff, the weapon and the armor I bought. I didn't buy the accessory. And the only way to actually kind of get further into the game is to actually spend money. So is this a bad thing? Well, kind of, because it's the whole point of these idle games is that you kind of grind. And I say I've played this game pretty heavily, probably about 3 months now. Yeah, at least once a day, a couple of times a day normally with these kind of games. They've just added push notifications, so you get a notification when your characters are dead, so you get back into it. But it just doesn't work. as a grinding game, you have to go in and buy stuff. So now buying stuff isn't terrible. In a sense, I haven't got a problem with that. But then it just kind of, what's the point? If you just go in and you just go, right, I'm going to go in and go to the marketplace. Let's go and find something amazing. Not that this thing is particularly amazing, but this is a... in fact, I can't even equip this because it requires level 11 of a character, and I've only got level 10 on my characters. But this is, it's pretty cheap. It's 0.2, so it's about $1, just over $1 for me to buy that. But then what's the point if what it allows me to do is just get further into the game, but I won't be able to get to kind of grind out the items that I need to get any further in the game. So it becomes like a totally pointless game. The other kind of interesting thing here is you may have noticed here my knight. He's actually level, so he could actually be level 11. So he's leveled up. He's got enough experience to level up. But he's leveling up. He's going to take 4,096 of this water. I've only got 1,824 water. So in order to get more water, going to need 4,000. So I'm going to need another, I need at least another 2,000, or over 2,000. I'm going to have to spend basically, it's $5, getting on for $5 there to buy 10,000 water. And there's no way I can. I'm going to grind that out. And it just becomes a kind of a weird kind of game that the more you understand it, the more you realise the only reason to get involved in this game is just to like spend the most amount of money you can to get the best stuff. Because the one thing it does have, let's see if I can do it here, is the leaderboard. So we can see here, I was saying I could get to about floor 80. This guy here, number 1, can get to floor 31,888. So if we look at his setup, this is the blockchain, we can kind of do this stuff quite easily. Hopefully it'll load. So here he's got, here's Eric, he's level 17, and we can just see his swords and this kind of stuff are just like absolutely outrageous. Let's go and have a look at that. See the sword. So go to the market. Oh, it didn't do that. Maybe it didn't. Let's see if I can get that. No, it's not showing it on the market. See if I can go to the armour. No, not showing it for some reason. But this guy's just like so tricked out. We can actually see here. Also, we can see here the floor level he's got to, and then his sales. So he's sold 1,132. So basically, this guy's making money. So suppose he seems to have made 2,638 EOS. So times that by 5. That's almost $10,000 by selling stuff. So I guess maybe these kind of guys got in quick when EOS was much cheaper. When I started playing it was about $2. But these guys obviously got in when EOS was cheap, bought all the really expensive stuff, and now just mine it out and sell it to other people. Which is, I guess, kind of fine as a game. But equally, this is the top 100 leaderboard, and these people are just on, crazy. Even someone in the top 50 here is on level 10,511. So, here you can see me at the bottom there. So my best is I'm level 82, so I'm the 7,278th best player of this game. So it's come to a realisation that this is really not a game. I don't really know why I'm playing it, apart from to kind of have these kind of epiphanies about what's going on. The other reason you might play this game is, if I can do it here, so there's a crafting quest here, so we can see here, if you get to this leaderboard, you can, it's actually not very much, it's $500, 100 EOS, $500, worth $500 are being given out to people, so you can, if you are one of these kind of someone who spent a lot of money over time, you can. Over time you can get a lot of kind of rewards for doing this stuff, which kind of would make a reason to be doing it. But again, I can't really see as someone who would, certainly someone who started playing this game now. You have to stake the EOS, and it costs me, it's probably gets on for costing you like $50 of EOS just to get the game going. Just seems very, very pointless. There is this other one thing they do have now that they added. There is this Dragon Quest thing which you go into. Again, the problem is there's so many tricked out players. Even me, who's probably spent, I've probably spent about about 1 EOS, probably about $3, I suppose, over the period of time. I've only just been able to access this level. This kind of new dungeon thing, and I can't do anything on it. It just kind of, we'll just quickly do it and see. So every time I hit the blockchain, I have to go through this permission request thing as well. I'm going to have to enter my password. Shall we have to cut that out? So let's try that again. This is the new thing, the dungeon. So let's go and do this. So this is what you see. So it's a bit more interesting in terms of kind of gameplay, but it's just this turn-based kind of thing where you have these different moves. So I can do an attack. I choose one to do an attack on. So I'm just kind of choosing. I don't know what that one is. Avoids the next attack and then damage. What that one do? Gives damage. Let's move that up. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that one, are we? Or is it the end of my turn? I've run out of. This is like a mana point system, so I've run out of mana points. So it's like a little turn-based kind of thing within a just within a idle game, which is a bit kind of nonsense, really. I've run out of mana points again. So it's an attempt to provide more gameplay, and let's see, my mage has just died. And all that happens is you just move on, and what's going to happen? I'm going to fight some more. So this isn't even automated, which would seem to be the point of this kind of game, where it just seems really odd. And obviously my characters are not strong enough. Haven't got any more mana to do that. You can see here, just getting whooped. And it doesn't matter anyway, because all that happens is no, I don't want to increase my attack. Run out of mana in turn. Whoop, he's dead. Okay, killed by the boss. And the only thing that happens is nothing. I didn't even get anything for it. What reward did I get? Did I get a reward? I was going to do this again. I have to cut that out. And the reward I got was some magic water, which is no use to me at all because I need loads more. So, a real problem for me, I've realised for this game. I just don't. I think it kind of. One of the issues is this is actually the most popular blockchain game, in the sense about 6,000 DAUs on this game at the moment. I have no idea why, because it's interesting as a blockchain game. I think at the moment, obviously, we're very early into that, but just as a game, it's not very good. The blockchain doesn't add anything to it, really, apart from kind of geeky kind of tech interest. So yeah, I think that the road has kind of ended for me and EOS Knights as any kind of serious gameplay thing, because basically this game, to get any further in it, this game is just going to suck my money out, and maybe that would be useful if the price of EOS was collapsing, and I kind of thought, I'll get some sort of utility out of this EOS that I bought, but as the price of EOS is bombing up, everything's getting more expensive. Okay, it's not massively expensive, but if there's just no point, you're not really getting to a different level of the game, and you're competing against people who have tons more EOS and experience than you. I think it's game over for me and EOS Knights. So thanks for watching the video. If anything else comes back about EOS Knights, I will drop back in. I'm sure, it's a very small dev team, so I don't mean to kind of be mean to them. They have had a great success in this sense. It's been the first blockchain mobile game that has kind of gained an audience. They're not making a ton of money, but there's only 2 of them, and they have kind of done something no one else did. So from that point of view, from that innovation point of view, it's good, but as a game, it's not really going to attract anything like a mass audience, which I think some blockchain games will in 2019. So if you're interested in blockchain games, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So all about blockchain games, playing them, critiquing them, hopefully finding some that I can play and have some fun with as well. So yeah, do subscribe. Any comments, obviously stick them in the comments box. Always nice to read comments. But thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.